All right, good morning. So let's take a look to see what's happening in the markets today. And today is Friday, June 11th. And as you can see, I am not on camera because right now I am getting ready to speak for the Money Show. But as always, with me in the studio is my head coach, Mark Hodge. Good morning, Mark.
Hey, good morning, Markus. Hope you're having fun there.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's take a look at the markets. It's just so cute how it's my picture up there. Anyhow, so yesterday was the big event that everybody was waiting for, the CPI report, and it was bad, right, Mark?
Yeah, CPI data year over year showed that consumer prices rose more than they have or faster than they have in a 13-year period. So going back to August of 2008. So that wasn't a good thing. You would expect that markets would be a little fearful of that information, but they really shook it off. There was also jobless claims, and they were the since COVID began or the pandemic began. But the inflation numbers were really the biggie yesterday.
That was the biggie, and markets shook it off. I mean, the S&P 500 made a new record high yesterday. It has been struggling to make a new record high since the beginning of May. So within a month right now, just going sideways, and yesterday made a new record high. So it seems that, I mean, the Fed is sticking to its story of the
Yeah.
transitionary or transitory or whatever you call this, right? So then also yesterday, shortly after the CPI was released, many analysts were quickly to point out that, oh, this is all caused by the jump in costs of cars, which are included because the costs of used cars and trucks jumped up 7%, and this makes 1/3 of this CPI number. So they say, if without this, it'll be all good. It's not that bad. But I mean, prices are going higher. What do you want to say? It is what it is. And this is excluding energy. Now, Mark, looking at energy, crude oil also at a level here that we haven't seen in for how long? Let me just switch back to a weekly chart so that we see it a little bit better. I mean, we haven't
Maybe
seen these levels
2002.
since what, 2019? Does that sound about right?
Okay. I thought it was going even further back, but 2019 sounds right.
Yeah, so making new highs there. All right. So, what do you think about that?
I mean, bottom line, prices are rising. There's no arguing that, and it's just a matter of can this be controlled or is it temporary? It can be controlled by the Fed, but nobody wants that. So the real question is this temporary? Is it because of supply chain issues, which people are reporting, right? I mean, same thing for the used vehicles. Used vehicles, a depreciating asset. Rule of thumb is that you lose 25% when you drive it off of the lot, and people are now selling vehicles that they've purchased basically at the same price they bought it 2 years previously and putting 20,000 miles on it. So that's a crazy reversal in what typically would happen in the used vehicle market. And, it is what it is. We'll see if it's temporary or not. And I see what you're writing there. And good point. Trade what you see, not what you think.
Because if you would think that this spooks investors, no. I mean, it seems that right now nothing can rattle this market. It seems that this
Yeah.
market just wants to go up. And honestly, I think the path of least resistance would be to the downside right now. I do believe that it is very possible that we see a 10% correction very soon here. Anyhow,
Trade what you see, not what you think.
right.
Yeah.
Because it
I
doesn't
mean,
matter what I
heading
think.
into today.
Okay, let's talk about some stocks. And we got to talk about meme stocks because, I mean, meme mania has been going on the whole week. But yesterday, these meme stocks hit a wall. I mean, here we're looking at GameStop. So GameStop yesterday down, what, 27%. AMC yesterday down 13%. What else? Clover Health that really had a meteoric rise. Meteoric? Can you pronounce this?
Meteoric.
Something like this. I mean, went up from literally $7 to what, $29 now to plummet all back to $14.85 here pre-market. What else was in this pack here? Wendy's. I mean, they came on the radar. Yeah, same here. And then also Clean Energy, CLNE. So going up, coming down. I mean, it seems that the Reddit crowd right now, we talked about it yesterday, is a little bit all over the place. There are just too many stocks. I also saw that they started following Wish. So this is another one that was pushed up from $8 to $15, only to come back. There's just too many names. BlackBerry, Bed Bath & Beyond, right? I mean, it's where, okay, where do I put my money now? And this is when probably, I don't know, might be that the diamond hands of some of these users become paper hands, and when they see their account tripling or quadrupling overnight, it's like, woohoo, take some profit. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a squirrel with too many nuts. Which one do you go for, right? And seeing those quick gains, and then also seeing it start to taper off and slow down, and then wanting that next big move, get the fix there, and so I could see where that loss of focus could definitely have an impact on these meme stocks. Now, AMC and GME are both up about 5% pre-market, but that's not getting them back to where they started yesterday.
Yeah, so I mean, you and I, we are staying away from these crazy stocks. I mean, if you're trading them, good for you. If you're making money on them, good for you. But this is also a way, as you can see, to quickly lose money. I mean, there will be people, I'm looking at AMC right now, there are people who bought at 72. And right now, it's almost cut in half here. So just be super careful here. All right, let's talk about a few other stocks, Mark.
Yeah, Chewy reported earnings, CHWY, the ticker symbol. They had an earnings beat. They reported earnings of 9 cents a share, but analysts were expecting a 3-cent loss for the last quarter. They also reported better revenue and gave an upbeat outlook, but they did warn of labor shortages and also supply chain issues.
Yeah, that seems to be the new word right now, right? Supply chain issues. And it's so broad, right? You can use it for anything. You just say, oh, we have supply chain issues, be careful. But yeah, on the other hand, somebody without supply chain issues is Dave & Buster's. So Dave & Buster's here also super surprising. I mean, we've been trading Dave & Buster's. We have sold puts on them, and they reported a surprise profit. Did you see the numbers?
Yeah, 40 cents profit earnings per share. And this was compared to a 16-cent loss that was expected. So big change for them. And they're saying that they're really getting helped out by, the increase in business from the recovery. So
yeah. So this morning they're up 6%, definitely moving here.
Yeah. A couple of other movers, Royal Caribbean, RCL, the ticker.
We looked at cruise lines yesterday with our mastermind, right? And both you and I, we said, let's stay away from the cruise lines for now. I mean, we've been staying away from the cruise lines, for a year. And there was some premium to sell if you were selling options here for a reason. And now we know the reason.
Yeah. 2 passengers tested positive for COVID-19. They were asymptomatic and they have been isolated, but they're doing some contact tracing, seeing just how far that extends. But a little bit of a drop there on RCL right now.
Right, because I mean, this is where they said, because the CDC provided guidelines and said, hey, everybody has to be fully vaccinated. Everybody over the age of 16, staff, passengers, they all have to be fully vaccinated. So how come that 2 are then testing positive, right? I mean, and this is where they're looking into it right now. And this, of course, dragging cruise lines down. Probably also Caribbean cruise lines. Let's see, yeah, they're also down this morning 1%. Because this is where we're going back to, okay, do you really want to go on a cruise right now? They say it's safe, and now it is not. I think that we need more information about this here over the next few days.
Yep. Hey, Markus, another interesting one. Pull up Biogen, BIIB.
Yep.
So this gets a little interesting here, and it's not getting priced into the stock, at least from what I could tell. So there were 2 analyst upgrades that have pushed it up higher pre-market. The analysts expecting a sales bump from the FDA approval of their Agilum, I believe, new drug for Alzheimer's, right?
Right.
But 3 people on the FDA's advisory clinic have resigned after the FDA's approval. The last member being a Mayo Clinic neurologist who resigned yesterday. And that's because the 11-member committee voted nearly unanimously in November that the drug should not be approved because of inconclusive evidence that it was effective, right? And so this advisory panel, they are questioning some of the FDA approval methods because they said that a similar thing happened with Sarepta, another drug manufacturer, where a drug was approved where the panel did not give approval. It was unanimously no, right?
Interesting.
So we'll see, because the FDA gave accelerated approval based on evidence that it can reduce a likely contributor to Alzheimer's rather than proof of a clear benefit against the disease. And Markus, you mentioned that this was like a $30,000 drug. I saw the CEO say it was $56,000 a year for treatment, and they wouldn't raise prices for the first 4 years. So this is an expensive drug with, according to this advisory panel, no clear benefit. So we'll see what happens with this one, but so far the stock's still going up.
All right. I want to bring up Tesla because Tesla yesterday had the unveiling of their new model Plaid S. So this is their flagship right now. So they did a live stream event last night, and Musk hyped it up and said the Model S Plaid is the fastest production car ever made. I mean, in his words, I don't even know. It starts at $129,900. Now this compare the regular Model S, which costs $79,700. So $50,000 more. Oops. Let's do this. And it's not the Plaid Plus, where they said it has a range of 500 miles and goes 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds. So, I mean, it's kind of okay. It's luxury. I don't know. It has cool specs, but it does look pretty much the same like a Model S. I don't know. And it seems also that investors are kind of, okay, no, that's cute because Tesla is up this morning, 0.4%, not really a whole lot.
Yeah, not too much of a reaction.
Okay. Hey, we have some live trading coming up, so we need to get ready and jump over there. So let me just bring up my fancy picture. Anyhow, if you enjoyed today's stock market update, click on like right now, give us a like, and on your way out, click on subscribe, hit the little notification bell. This way you get notified whenever we release a new video or go live. Now have a great rest of your day, and sure do enjoy your weekend.
Happy trading, everybody.